Hi guys, it's Jessie Holton here, your Stamping Up Demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com. Thanks for joining me today. I'm blog hopping with the Enjoy the Little Things in Life video blog hop crew, and we are playing with products from the stunning new Occasions catalogue and the celebration stuff that goes with it. So I haven't actually used anything out of the celebrations catalogue for my project today. All the things that I've got come out of this main occasions catalogue. But so the deal is that you spend $90 Australian. It doesn't have to be from the occasions catalogue. It can be from the annual catalogue or the clearance rack or a mix of everything. So for every $90 that you spend, you get to choose one item out of this celebration catalogue for free. And there are a couple of items in here which need a $180 order because they're bigger items, framelits and things like that. So there's lots of fun stuff in there, and there is lots and lots of fun stuff in here. It is all absolutely beautiful, and I'm currently sending out all of my catalogues and my little survival kits. They're super cute, and if you would like one, if you don't already have a demonstrator whom you order through, or if you're looking for a new demonstrator and you'd like to get your catalogue from me, then please let me know and I will shoot you out a catalogue and a survival kit in the mail straight away. You'll get paper cuts and all sorts of things from flipping the pages so spectacularly. So today I'm playing along with my favourite suite out of the new catalogue. Let me just pop these away. This is the Sweet Soiree Designer Series paper. And isn't it absolutely beautiful? Now, I showed this the other day. This is the purple paper is what I've made my pen liners out of for my survival kits. So I've already shown you guys this paper, but I'll show you again. It's all silver foil on one side and all patterned paper on the other side. So it's all double-sided. It's really stunning. And this pink spotted paper is what we're going with today. This is Flirty Flamingo. And there are lots of really beautiful designs in there. So pop that away. And I'm using a powder pink base. Now I've got the 12 by 12 in colour pack. So I've just cut my 3 cards out of a 12 by 12 sheet. So you cut them at 4 inches and then score them at 6 inches, and you've got yourself some very easy A-frame cards made up. So this is the card that we'll be making, and I've also used the Sweet Soiree embellishment kit, which is what this little flower comes out of, and this is also part of the Sweet Soiree. Oh no, it's not. This is part of another suite in there. This is one of the Valentine's suites. Is this kind of tinsel, sort of round twine, and it comes in gold or sweet sugar plum. So I've used some of the sweet sugar plum today because there's a little bit of rich raspberry and stamped off rich raspberry, which kind of looks a bit like the sweet sugar plum to me. So I've put the sweet sugar plum glitter twine in there as well. Is that what it's actually called? Love Mini Tinsel Trim Combo is what this gold and sweet sugar plum twine is called. And it is really cute. So I've got an old olive piece of cardstock which I've cut at 14.5 by 10.1, and that is my standard liner size because As you can see, it fits on a 4x6 card, leaving a border at the top and bottom. but if you put it on a normal A4 cut in half card, then it leaves a border the whole way around. So that's my standard size that I go for because it works really easily on both sizes of the cards. So I'm going to get that and I'm going to glue that on straight away. I've left my glue out on the bench. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I had to fix my son's Santa face because he had pulled the beard off it. He made a little Santa face at daycare. Okay, and I like to work with my card unfolded because then it doesn't pop up off the table. It's nice, stays nice and flat. So I'm just going to line that up and make sure that it's straight and even, and I've got about the same amount top and bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to use my powder pink shimmer ribbon. And I like to do my bows upside down. They tend to work out better when I do them upside down. Got a bit too much excess there. Okay. Bit of a Gumby today because I've got this big band-aid on my finger. I did some overzealous gardening around at the in-laws' house and got blisters all over my hands. But you know, their garden looks spectacular. So they're having Christmas lunch and Christmas dinner around, or Christmas Eve dinner and Christmas Day lunch round at their place. I dare say that no one will want to eat anything for Christmas dinner. It will be too full. Just tidy up that bowl a little bit. Okay, that's better. Alright, now I'm going to get some of this sugar plum and I'm just going to knot it, tie it underneath there, and I'm just going to knot it sort of in the middle and leave a bit of excess on it. Okay. It's going to go that way, is it? Kind of want it to go the other way. That's alright. We'll stick it in place with some dimensionals. Okay, so this gorgeous little embellishment kit has got these tiny little white pegs, some sky blue, Marina Mist, probably Marina Mist. I think Marina Mist is the colour that matches in this paper, but it's like velvet ribbon, scalloped ribbon. There's some silver stripe washi tape, You can see that there. And then there are these really cute little tassels, like they're paper, but they're like almost like fake leather, you know, the way they look. So there's Flirty Flamingo, Marina Mist and white, and they've all got silver bits on the bottom. So they're really cute. Okay, but I haven't used any of that stuff today. There's also some numbers, striped numbers, silver and white striped numbers. And then there's a whole bunch of little pop-out dies ready to go, and they're stunning. Aren't they sweet? And then some little vellum ones with silver. They're really pretty. Okay, but we are using this one. And you can see I've already used one. That's the one on the card. And I'm just going to use this one here. Now, I'm terrible at colouring in. Well, not terrible, not with the blends. The blends make life easy. But, you know, I'm not terribly confident with my colouring. Oh, air conditioning blew the door closed. Oh, there's a number 5. Just pop that back in there. So I really love these. I'm always after a nice cheat, and I love that these little embellishment kits have all of these beautiful little flowers, and they look like they've been coloured in, and the silver silver foil edging on them looks like silver head emboss, and they're really pretty. They're really pretty. And they make it look like I've spent a lot of effort making the card, but really it's been a bit easy for me to put together. And let's be honest, it probably looks better than if I had have tried to colour it in myself. So I've got my pretty pink spotted paper here. Isn't it gorgeous? And I've got my 2-inch punch, and I'm just taking a circle out. And how pretty is that on the back as well, the purple. Gorgeous. Always hard when you have really pretty paper and you've got to choose which side to use. But we're going to stick with the silver spot. So I like doing it so that the spots look like they're rising up, kind of like a glass of champagne. So I'm going to stick just use a little bit of fast fuse. And I'm just going to stick it on so that this bit sort of fits across the width, and there's a few little sprigs sticking out. You can see a bit of the pink at the top and a lot of the bubbles at the bottom. So that looks really cute, doesn't it? And look how shiny it is. So pretty. Okay, so let's tease out. Put that paper away. Let's tease out some of this. So you just kind of want to comb it out, and you can do it with your fingers. And what I'm doing is, I don't know if you can see there on the video, I'm just twirling it a little bit as I'm pulling it out. And I'm just going to pull on those bits a little bit, because we just want a few of these little purple bits to stick out and soften up the edges a little bit. And then we'll do the other end. Do the same just with my fingers, so you can see it does. You can just do it with your fingers, but I found it came out just that little bit quicker and cleaner with the running the scissors through it. Okay, and I'm just gonna push the little bits of thread, so you can see here. I'll bring it up close so you can see the metallic bits are sort of wound through this pink thread. So if you just hold it and just pull the thread down, because we don't really want bits of thread sticking out through the top. We just want the little tinsely bits. Okay. So I reckon that might even be a bit long. Let's have a look. So we kind of want those to run a bit amok. We don't want them all lined up neatly. Want them all a bit sort of, bit of loose. That's a bit cute. Alright. I'm just going to fix up these little bits of thread, because I did have a couple of bits of thread showing through the top there. Now, I spent ages before trying to actually unwind some of this metallic thread out and take it out of the thread. It was really fiddly and it took forever. So I think that this is probably the easiest way to do it, that I've found anyway. I'd love to hear your comments if you think that there's a better way to do it. But, you know, this works for what I want it for. You know, these little bits of thread are just being really naughty. So, I'm just going to snip them off. Because they just keep poking out the wrong way. Trying to do it without cutting the little tinsely bits, or myself, or my shimmer ribbon. Okay, that's better. I think that'll be easier to control. Alright, so it's a bit long. I probably left a little bit too much excess. So, let's just trim that a bit. I think that's a bit cute. Alright, so let's get some dimensionals. And where do we want them? One there. One there, and we'll piece the thread, we'll thread the twine through here so that the little tinsely bits stick out around this little frond. Okay, that bit's going to go across the bow, so then we want another one down here. There we go. Beautiful. And we're just going to bend these little bits just gently so that the flowers kind of pop out just that little bit. And having the bow underneath there helps. Alright, and I'm just going to trim these bits off just a little bit because I still think they're just a little bit long. That's better. And spread them out a little. There we go. So hard to do things when you've got a band-aid on your finger. Okay. You know, sometimes you just keep playing with things and you just need to leave them alone, don't you? Anyway, so let's put some diamantes on here, some rhinestones, and I'm going to do a big one. This is the way I like to do them. A big one and then a little one, and then a middle-sized one. And you put them in a straight line. That's how I like to do them anyway. So this one I did the opposite. I did the big and little at the top and then the medium one down here. Okay, and last but not least, I have a scrap of white here, and I've used, this is the cake Soiree. This is the stamp set that matches the suite, and I've used the Best Wishes, and I've just stamped that. They're all really pretty, all these flowers and everything, and you know, you've got the colour to do, and that one goes with this one, and these don't fit inside there, but they do sort of go together. And then you've got these two little sort of tulipy kind of flowers and a couple of different leaves. Lots of really lovely sentiments. And even though this sort of looks like a wedding cake, there is the celebrate, but they're mainly sort of happy birthday sentiments. Anyway, I've got my Best Wishes that I have stamped in Sweet Sugar Plum. And I've got my classic label punch, which I like to hold upside down. And then you can line it up and you can see exactly where you want to punch so that you can make sure that your sentiment is centered. Okay, and then I like to use these side bits because it's quite narrow. So I'm going to cut off 3 of them, and I'm going to stick that in the middle of my sentiment. And then I'm just going to cut off one more, because we've already raised this circle up with a dimensional. So, which is the end? It's the wish's end. So I'm just going to stick another little dimensional on top here. And then that will support the edge bit that's hanging off. So that way I can stick it. And I'm actually going to stick it a little bit further. This one I covered up a bit of the flower. And the flower is so pretty. I wanted to show a bit more of it. So then that's there, and you can see underneath it's just that bit supported, so it sticks up a little bit more off the card. And isn't that just a really sweet card that just pops out and looks so lovely? And I love this embossed leaf, what's it called? Layered Leaves Dynamic Textured Embossing Folder, and it gives just such a 3D look. And these ones are quite thick, these dynamic ones. So when you're running it through, you take off your thin die adapter as you normally would, and so this is your sandwich. You just use the board, the base board, with your piece of cardstock in there. And then just one clear plate. And you just run it through like that, and it will give you this really beautiful 3D look. And if you find that the cardstock you're using is splitting, because I know a lot of people had issues with it at the start, that the cardstock was splitting, first of all, check that your sandwich is only those 3 things, and if it's still splitting, then you can actually spritz the card with a little bit of water just to help dampen it. Not wet it, but just dampen it, and it will give the cardstock a little bit more give. So that's it. That's my little Sweet Soiree best wishes card for you today, and I just absolutely adore this card. I think it's really pretty, but I love pink and I love florals, so it's right up my alley. And I hope that you have enjoyed it too. Please make your way around the rest of the Blog Hop gang and check out all of their projects, because I'm sure that they have lots of lovely things for you to look at. And I will catch you next time. So if you have any questions or queries, please let me know. If there's anything that you would like me to demonstrate, whether it's a technique or a product, let me know, and I will do my best to make a little video on that for you. You can sign up for my newsletter and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow my blog and follow me on Facebook. I do lots of Facebook Live videos as well. So if you, you know, follow me on all my different channels, then you won't miss out on any of my promos or tutorials, and you'll also get notified of all of Stamping Up specials as well as my own specials. And make sure that if you order from me, use my hostess code, so that way you will get a little gift and a handmade card to say thank you for ordering. And I also have a monthly customer draw. Went blank there for a sec. So this is the December customer draw. So I've got the clear mount, Colour Me Happy stamp set, and the matching project kit. And this is brand new. This is from the Blends mini catalogue. And this is only available until the end of the month or until stocks run out. So it's not in the new occasions catalogue. So if you really like this, make sure that you order it straight away, because they're only available while stocks last. But you could win it if you spend $50 or more and use my hostess code. Then you could win it in my December draw. So still a couple of days left. Get on it. Let me know if you need a catalogue, or if you have any queries, let me know, and I will certainly do my best to help you out. Alright, I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope that you enjoy your holiday season, whatever you do, and I'll see you guys shortly. Take care.